It hit me like a ton of bricks. Is this all there is? My heart whispers a truth my mind refuses to hear. Suddenly, the laughter feels distant. Is this the quiet before the storm inside me? The silence between us screams louder than any argument ever could. I keep replaying our memories, searching for where the joy went. A heavy cloud has settled over everything we share. Maybe the fairy tale ending was just the beginning of a different story. This ache in my chest feels strangely familiar now. Could it be that happiness with you has become a memory? I find myself longing for something I can't quite name. Every day feels like a step further away from who I used to be. The spark we once had now flickers like a dying flame. Am I the only one who feels this growing emptiness? My soul feels restless, yearning for a different kind of peace. The weight of unspoken words is becoming unbearable. I catch myself looking at other couples and wondering, has the us I believed in slowly faded away? This feeling of being adrift is starting to scare me. Maybe the bravest thing to do is admit the truth to myself. The colors in my world seem a little less vibrant lately. I keep hoping things will change, but deep down, is it possible to outgrow someone you once thought was your everything? This constant feeling of unease is exhausting. My intuition is screaming something I've been trying to ignore. The joy in the little things we used to share has vanished. Could it be that my happiness walked out the door a long time ago? I feel like a puzzle piece that no longer fits. This quiet sadness has become my unwelcome companion. Perhaps the path we're on is leading us in different directions. The effort it takes to pretend everything is okay is draining me. A part of me feels like I'm living a lie. Is it selfish to want more than this quiet discontent? My heart feels heavy with unspoken disappointments. The future we once dreamed of now feels uncertain. I'm starting to question everything I thought was real. This growing distance between us feels like a chasm. Maybe happiness isn't a destination, but a feeling I no longer have here. I find myself searching for solace in places we used to share. The comfort I once found in your presence has disappeared. Could it be that we've become strangers living under the same roof? This longing for something different is becoming overwhelming. My inner voice keeps asking, what if? The weight of this unhappiness is starting to affect everything. Is it time to face the music, even if it's a sad song? I feel like I'm slowly fading away within this relationship. The light in your eyes doesn't seem to shine as brightly for me anymore. Maybe the love we had has transformed into something unrecognizable. This constant feeling of something missing is hard to ignore. Could it be that my definition of happiness has changed? I'm starting to realize that staying might be harder than leaving. The silence in our home feels thick with unspoken truths. Is it possible to grieve for a relationship that's still technically there? My heart aches for a connection we no longer seem to have. This feeling of being trapped is becoming unbearable. Maybe the best thing we could do is acknowledge the shift. I keep wondering if there's someone out there who could make me feel alive again. The forever we promised each other now feels like a distant echo. This deep sense of dissatisfaction is becoming my new normal. Could it be that my journey to happiness needs to take a different path? That nagging feeling in the pit of my stomach won't go away. Is it possible to love someone but still not feel happy with them? The thought of our future together now fills me with a strange unease. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, afraid to say the wrong thing. Maybe the space between us has grown too wide to bridge. This quiet desperation is starting to consume me. Could it be that we're holding onto a ghost of what we used to be? I find myself daydreaming about a life that feels lighter. The effort required to maintain this facade is exhausting my soul. Is it a sign that my heart no longer races when I see you? This persistent feeling of being misunderstood is isolating. Maybe the love story I thought we were writing has reached its final chapter. I keep searching for answers in your eyes, but they feel distant. Could it be that my happiness is something I need to find on my own? The comfort I once felt in our routines now feels suffocating. This sense of disconnect is becoming a constant hum in the background of my life. Is it selfish to prioritize my own well-being? My heart feels like a locked box, and I've lost the key. The dreams we once shared now feel like they belong to a different lifetime. I'm starting to question if we ever truly knew each other. This feeling of being emotionally alone, even when you're near, is crushing. Maybe the silence between us holds more truth than our words ever did.